you want to know a secret? If you want an authentic French experience for your next holiday, you don't need to go all the way to Paris. You can admire European-style architecture with a rich history, spend time with your loved one away from the hustle and bustle, visit the beautiful church of Notre Dame de Basilica, explore interactive and amazing museums, eat authentic French food, soak in the morning sun, visit art galleries in beautiful neighborhoods, have an espresso in a beautiful French-styled cafe, and much more here in Montreal, Canada.
We have a new Notre Shine, Be Kind. Je m'appelle Shrey et voici ma femme Kriti. Et aujourd'hui, nous allons à Montréal pour nos vacances.
Okay, Mr. French. Hi guys, welcome to our channel Be Kind. We are actually heading to our first trip here in Canada. We are going to Montreal. We are going in a very unconventional and adventurous way. So we'll take you along. Right now we are headed to Union Station. This is a 3-day trip to Montreal. So we will be showing you what you need to do and what you need to know when you're planning a 3 to 4 day trip with Montreal. So come along.
Let's go!
We were looking at places for our first long weekend, and we started looking at everything that we could do for a 3 to 4 day trip. Because we didn't yet have a license and a car, we ruled out a lot of weekend destinations nearby Toronto. We also explored Niagara Falls, but because it's still April, the boat ride has not yet started. We then decided to lock Montreal as the first destination, and we were super excited to start the planning. We knew that Montreal is a part of Quebec province and is prominently a French-speaking city, but we didn't know that there is so much to explore there. We decided to take an off on Monday and make it a 4-day trip instead. Montreal is actually the second biggest city in Canada after Toronto, with 1.7 million people. The best time to visit Montreal is during the summer months of June to August. But the weekend we were planning to travel, the weather was about 10 to 12 degrees, and so it wasn't going to be too cold. It turned out to be perfect instead. So we explored ticket prices, and everything was so expensive that at one point we thought of cancelling the trip altogether. There are multiple ways of reaching Montreal. You can take a flight from Toronto or even a train. But at the time we were looking, even train tickets were $200 per person per ride. That was because we were approaching a holiday. But then somehow we landed in a Tesla.
So guys, we have reached Kingston now. This is midway between Toronto and Montreal. And what you see behind us is a Tesla, and we have so many of them here. We are actually in a Tesla charging station, and you might be wondering how and why are we in a Tesla.
We're taking an adventurous route to come to Montreal. So this is that adventurous route. We took a proper ride with us.
It's like a ride-sharing app. We found it online, and there was somebody that was going from Toronto to Montreal in a Tesla. When we were checking the tickets of flights and trains, they were super expensive. So we thought, why not experience something new?
Yeah.
And so the ticket costed us about $70 per head from Toronto to Montreal, and it was about $200 in the train ride.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be a good experience for one way. So we booked a Tesla car ride to go from here. It's going pretty well so far. We have 3 Indians with us and 1 Turkish guy. And the person who has the Tesla, he's also Indian, so we are having some good conversations along the way, and it's been pretty comfortable sitting in a Tesla, so can't complain. So it's going good. And we just ordered something to eat from this place called Panera Bread.
So we are at Panera Bread right now. So we are it's a quick stop we took on our way, and we'll be picking up some food or grab some lunch.
And charge the car.
And the car is charging, yes.
Tesla is parked all across here.
Yeah, so Panera Bread is a famous chain in the US, and I used to eat all my salads, and the soup here, the tomato soup, is my favorite. So when we moved back to Canada, I was pretty excited, but I didn't see anything around in Toronto downtown, since most of the stores are in the suburban area, and we are near a suburban area, and that's where we found Panera Bread. So I'm super excited to try my favorite soup all over again.
This is our ride. Sweet.
It's hot. So good.
As soon as we entered Quebec, the signs changed from English to French. Everything on the road was written in French. Even the store names were in French. Both Kriti and I have actually been learning French for some time now on this app called Duolingo. It's been almost 2 years for me and a year for Kriti, and we were happy that we could understand a lot of what was written. Entering Montreal, we noticed that the vibe of the city was very different compared to Toronto. There were no tall skyscrapers or the multicultural vibe. Montreal seemed to remind me of just any other French city, with its European architecture, cobbled streets, and a lot of French cafes. Our hotel, Fairfield by Marriott, was in Old Montreal near the Old Port, and for the first day we decided to just explore the area and have a relaxing day because we had had a long day of travel. The hotel was comfortable and had free breakfast which had a decent spread. Because we went during a long weekend, the rates were on the expensive side. We paid almost $650 after taxes for 3 days, and this also was after a discount.
So guys, we are in Old Montreal right now. This is the Old Port, and so the scenery behind is very, European in style. I think that's a church, but we'll go there and explore. And everything is in French. So both Kriti and I have been learning French actually on this app called Duolingo. So we are able to understand something, like at least it's a good test for us here. But if you are coming, ensure that you have a Google Translate or something like that, because everything is in French and it's chilly, like although it appears sunny, but it's really chilly when especially the sun goes behind the clouds. So do carry some winter gear if you are coming around March, April. Arrête. It's actually pronounced as a hey. That means stop.
People of Quebec, also called Quebecois, really love their food, and we didn't waste any time before trying the first thing in our bucket list, an authentic French crepe.
Fromage and champignon, okay, one, and Nutella and bread. Okay.
A crepe can be both sweet and savory and is one of the most commonly available food in France and also in Montreal. So, after a brief stopover, we started exploring Old Port area again and discovered the biggest observatory wheel in Canada. But it was too cold on that day to go up, and it was a bit cloudy as well. So we decided to postpone this adventure for some other time. We then spent the evening exploring St. Paul Street, the most lively street in Old Montreal, with art galleries, ice cream and gelato parlors, French cafes, and speakeasy cocktail bars. We'll cover more of it in the next video as well. While walking, we came across this unique art gallery with art by Montreal street artists. We were mesmerized by how amazing and unique each of these art pieces were from each other. A glimpse of the art gallery here to support these amazing artists.
They're gupshupping. It says no parking 8 to 9. LUN means Lundi, which is Monday, and JEU means Jeudi, which is Thursday. A louer means to rent.
While walking, we also got a glimpse of Notre Dame de Basilica. Approximately 11 million people visit Notre Dame Basilica every year, making it one of the most visited monuments in North America. In 2023, Notre Dame was named the 6th most beautiful building in the world, and we were right there. After walking for a long time, we were really tired and also thirsty for some Montreal beer. We then came across this brasserie or bar called Three Brasseurs.
Achakana.
Achakana. Thank you. Cheers. What?
This is not good.
Are you having my drink again?
Yeah.
Please, I want my drink.
No.
Yeah.
You will have this.
I ordered that. Guys, we are having to leave our room.
There was no light in our room.
Yeah, and it's not a good scene at all. They have put us in another room.
Oh my!
So they gave us a king suite. Are you happy?
Yeah.
So guys, we are back to the room. We actually got an upgrade to the king suite because the earlier room that we had some electrical issues, and so we got the biggest upgrade possible in the hotel. We'll show you the room tomorrow. Now we have come to our room. Kriti will watch her show, which is
Love is blind.
Love is Blind. So we'll watch that and then call it a night. And we'll meet you tomorrow. And if you like the content of our travel vlog, this is the first attempt that we are doing. Please subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot to both of us. And we'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir. A bientôt. Clap कर दे. ये कैसी clap?